In this class, I am going to explain input and output functions that are provided in C language. Input and output functions that are provided in C language. The input function is used to take the input from the user. The input function is used to take the input from the user, and the output function is used to display output onto the monitor. Display output onto the monitor. In the last class, I have clearly explained what is a variable and what are the different types of variables. What is a data type and what are the different data types available in C. I want to explain a brief about all these things, that is data types and variables, in this class for better understanding, for good understanding. A variable is a name of a memory location to store a value. A variable is a name of a memory location to store a value. A variable is a name of a memory location to store a value. Each and every variable is created with a unique name, and while creating variable names we have to follow some rules. While creating variable names we have to follow some rules. A variable name should begin with an alphabet and no special symbols are allowed except underscore, and the length of the variable name should not exceed the length of the variable name should not exceed 16 to 32 characters depending upon the compiler. Depending upon the compiler. Here the thing we have to understand is, when you want to declare a variable, first of all we have to understand about data types. First of all we have to understand about data types. The variable declaration statement or the variable creation statement is, the format to create a variable is data type and variable name. Data type and variable name. A data type determines the type of data that a variable can hold. A data type determines the type of data that a variable can hold. Data type determines the type of data that a variable can hold. Here in the C language, they have provided different kinds of data types for various type of data to be stored in the computer memory. There are basic data types, derived data types, and user defined data types. Basic data types, derived data types, and user defined data types. Here in this video, I create variables on basic data types. On basic data types. And in the coming videos, we'll see that is from third or fourth, mostly fourth chapter onwards, we will use and will know the derived data types and user defined data types. So here it is very clear that every data type, every variable should be preceded with its data type. Should be preceded with its data type. So see the syntax that already we have discussed in the last class. Once again, see the syntax of it. Variable declaration syntax is data type and variable name. Data type and variable name. Data type must be a valid EC data type. Each and every data type is a keyword in C language. The basic data types are keywords in the C language. Here the different data types are basic data types are char, int, float. Char, int, float. The char data type is used to store. The char data type is used to store a single character. The char data type is used to store a single character. And int data type used to store an integers, the numbers like 20, 30, 40, 50, and we have seen in the previous video what is the size of an integer variable can hold, that is 2 bytes. And float data type, the float variable is used to store fractional numbers. Used to store fractional numbers. So these are the basic data types. For this data type, we create variables. So how to create a variable? Data type and variable name. Data type and variable name. And the next one, so int marks for each and every variable created in the memory. It have a unique address. It have a unique address. Accessing a variable with its address is a difficult process in a program, so that in a programming languages, so that in the programming languages they have provided a facility to create variables. A facility to create variables. The variables are created in this way in the memory. Like this, we can store a value in the memory location in a variable. S1 is equals to 65. It means the S1 is an integer variable. S2 is equals to 90. It means the S2 is a integer variable. The total is also S1 plus S2. It means the total is an integer variable. So here the total is equals to S1 plus S2. The total is equals to S1 plus S2. Plus is an operator to do a mathematical operation, that is addition. So in the C language they have provided so many operators. In the C language they have provided so many operators for carrying out various operations. For carrying out various operations. C language they have provided so many operators for carrying out different types of operations. So here, what do you mean by an operator? An operator is a symbol. An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler. An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform a specific mathematical or logical operations. An operator is a symbol. Operator is a symbol that tells. Operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform a specific mathematical or logical operations. The operator performs its operations on operands, that is values and variables. The operator performs its operations on operands, that is values and variables. The operators are classified into three groups: unary operator, binary operator, and ternary operator. Unary operator, binary operator, and ternary operator. The unary operator, that is, it takes a single operator and single operator. That it takes single operator and single operator. The binary operator, it takes two operands. Here total is equals to S1 plus S2. Means the plus is a binary operator. We cannot write total is equals to S1 plus. Compulsory we have to take two operands S1 plus S2, then only it evaluates it, and the result is stored in the variable total, and the result is stored in the variable total. So the binary operators plus minus star division and so many other operators That is a relational operator greater than less than. So that operates on two operands. That operates on two operands. That operates on two operands. And a ternary operator, this is a special kind of operator to check the conditions. A ternary operator is used to check the conditions. A greater than B. For example, I want to check two numbers, that is which is bigger. Among in between two numbers, either A is big or B is big. In that situation, we can use this ternary operator. Or else, we can use decision making statements, but for checking two conditions, there is a special operator, that is a ternary operator. For checking two conditions, there is a special operator, that is a ternary operator. And these are all different types of operators. These are all different types of operators. Number one, arithmetic operators. Number two, relational operators. Number three, logical operators. Number four, bitwise operators. Number five, assignment operator. Number five, assignment operator. Number six, increment and decrement operators. Number six, increment and decrement operators. Number seven, conditional operators. Number seven, conditional operators. Number eight, special operators. Number eight, special operators. These are all different types of operators. Arithmetic operators, it includes plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulo, that is remainder operator. And the relational operators, that is greater than, less than, greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to. And the logical operators, to check the conditions. The relational operators is also to check the conditions, that is A greater than B, A greater than C, like that. The logical operators are used to check multiple conditions. Logical operators are used to check multiple conditions, that is like A greater than B and A greater than C. A greater than B and A greater than C. And the next, bitwise operators. These operators, operands, these operators operate on on bits, and or not. And assignment operator, that equals to the assignment operator, equals to is the assignment operator. There are different kinds of assignment operators: general assignment, compound assignment. General assignment, compound assignment. That that is plus is equals to, minus is equals to, multiplication is equals to, and so on. that I will discuss by showing a program that I will discuss by showing a program on it the coming video sessions, the coming video classes. And increment and decrement operators. Here these are the unary operators. The increment and decrement are the unary operators. Increment and decrement are the unary operators. That is plus plus, minus minus, plus plus, minus minus, pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement, post-decrement. And then next, conditional operators. It is a special operator, that is a ternary operator. The conditional operator is a ternary operator that to check A greater than B, A is big or B is big. And the next one, special operators. It's a comma, dot, ampersand. These are all some special operators. And all these operators with examples, programs on these operators in the coming videos. The coming videos. Now I want to explain input statement and output statement. Input statement and output statement. So before that I want to explain the output statement. Out of in this input and output statement, first of all I want to explain the output statement. The output statement. Here printf function helps in outputting the values onto the screen. The printf function is used to output, display result or display output on the monitor. The printf function is used to show the output on the monitor. Here in this previous example, that is addition of two numbers, that is addition of two numbers. In that program, I have declared three variables in a main function, that is integer s1 comma s2 comma sum or tot. So I have given a value, that is s1 is equals to some 20 and s2 is equals to some 30. S1 is equals to 20 and S2 is equals to 30. And the total is equals to S1 plus S2. So that is a logic statement with the help of the arithmetic operators. The two subjects marks the number which is available in the sub 1 or the data which is available in the sub 1 and sub 2 both will be added. The process is addition and store the result in a variable tot or sum. The result is stored in a variable sum. So here, how to display that results onto the monitor? How to display that result onto the monitor? The question is how to display the result on the monitor. So I have shown you in the first program, the printf function is used to display any text on the monitor. The printf function that I have shown you, the welcome to C language, that is the first program. So in order to send anything as an output onto the monitor from a C program, we have to use a predefined function, that is a print function. We have to use a predefined function, that is a print function. The definition of this function is available. The definition of this function is available in the header file, that is stdio.h. That is stdio.h. So we need to include. So we need to include that header file. We need to include that header file into our program. That is hash include within the brackets stdio.h. I should include within the brackets stdio.h. So under this main function, integer s1 s2 total, and total s1 is equals to some value, s2 is equals to some value, and the total is equals to s1 plus s2, and the total is equals to s1 plus s2, and the output, that is total. The output is available, the result is available in the variable tot. So how to display that text, how to display that output onto the screen, how to display that output onto the screen. So if you want to display any text onto the monitor, that is the printf function format is, printf any text to display on the monitor, printf any text to display on the monitor. Is it clear? Printf any text to display that text, that should be enclosed, that text should be enclosed in between double quotes. And I want to display not a text, I want to display a value which is available in the variable. I want to display the output of the number which is available in a memory location onto the monitor, in a memory location onto the monitor. So the syntax is printf format string comma variable name, printf format string comma variable name. So this type is used to display the values of the variables as output on the monitor. Printf format string comma variable name, this type is used to display the values of the variables as output on the monitor. So int a is equals to 10 and printf percentage d comma a. So here the printf function syntax is format string, format string and variable name, format string and variable name. So here we have to understand it very carefully, that is the format specifier. What is a format specifier? Here the format specifier specify the format of a format of a variable. If you are declared an integer variable, the format specifier is percentage d. If you have created an integer variable, then the format specifier is percentage d. If you have created a character variable, then the format specifier is percentage c. If you have created a float variable, then the format specifier is percentage f. Then the format specifier is percentage f. Like that, for each and every data type variable, there is a specific format specifier. While retrieving the data, while retrieving the data from the computer memory, that is from the variables, the programmer needed to specify the format specifier or format specifier or format string in a printf function, and followed by its variable name, followed by its variable name. So there are number of format specifiers are available. There are number of format, different kinds of format specifiers are available for each and every data type, for each and every data type. So here we need to understand the format specifier. The format specifier. Format string or format specifier, both are same. The format specifier we have to write within the double quotes. We have to write the format specifier within the double quotes. See here, see here within the double quotes the format string or format specifier, and it starts with the percentage symbol, and it starts with this percentage symbol. It starts with the percentage symbol, and there are different types of formats for different data types, different types of format for different data types. The format string determines the format of input and output. The format string determines the format of input and output. The format string always starts with a percentage character. The format string is always starts with a percentage character, a percentage character. Here, the format specifier, if you want to display a value which is available, if you want to display a value which is available in a variable, for that we need to specify its format specifier. In the previous example, I have shown you in the previous example that I have shown you in the previous example the addition of two numbers. It has three variables of type integer. It has three variables of type integer, that is integer s1, integer s2, integer s3. Integer s1, integer s2, and integer s3. The integer s1, s2, s3 of type integer data type. The format specifier for that integer data type is percentage %t. It means a format specifier It always starts with percentage and it should be enclosed in between double quotes. And it should be enclosed in between double quotes. And this format specifier in general we use in input and output functions. In input and output functions. The format specifiers we use in input as well as output functions. Within the double quotes of a printf function and followed by variable name. Followed by variable name. The printf function in this class I have discussed about input statement. There is a printf function. I will show you one example on this printf function in the next video. I will show you one example on the printf function in the next video. So now in this class we understand that the printf function is the input function provided in C language for taking input from the user through the keyboard and assigns the data which is read by keyboard to a specified memory location. With the help of this printf function, we can display a plain text like hello, how are you? This is my first program. Welcome to C language. This is called a string and a value which is available in a memory. Location. In order to use the printf function to send a value which is there in a variable as an output onto the monitor, then the syntax of the printf function is printf format string variable name. Printf format string and variable name. We can send a single variable value as an output and the multiple variable values as an output onto the monitor. This format string is both, you can use the format string in both input as well as output state. In detail about the format specifiers and how to use that format specifiers in printf function and what is this scanf function, that is input function, and how to read a value from keyboard and how to display output onto the monitor, you will see.